Hello, everybody. When you get here, hope everyone is doing well today. Let's do some preparation while we await. I hope everyone is great this fine Saturday evening for you good folks in Europe, and it is 3 p.m. here in the US of A. And we shall do a head shave today while we're chatting with everybody. I see someone's here. If you are here, announce yourself, please. We would like to know who you are. Let me get my Glen Helly misting bottle out here so we can prepare it for action. I'm going to do a head shave today, by the way, while we're chatting with the Leaf, which is my preferred head shaving razor. We're going to use the AP Shave Co. Hulk, which has that beautiful purple and green handle. Actually, I like the White Wizard better when it comes to colors, but this knot is terrific. Oh, there's Glen Helly with the, here we go, our Glen Helly, hey, shaver chick or shave girl. Sorry, I get everything confused all the time. I can't remember anything. I'm like John. John Shaves 101. Sam, I'm sorry. Hey, Anthony, good to see you. Good to see you, Anthony. And of course, Sammy. And there is John Shaves 101. John, when Sammy was doing her video earlier, hey, Alex, I was ready for you to blast through the door and say, "Here's Johnny," like in The Shining, the movie, if you remember that one. I'm sure you do. Some of the reference John gives, some of the references, like it's references from our age, John and I. John might be a little bit older than me, but probably not much. But anyway, I get a lot of his references that I'm not sure everybody will get. but it's fun. Yeah, I'm surprised he didn't, because his name is John. I mean, wouldn't that be perfect? Here's Johnny. And it's John. I mean, it works. Going to use, for the dome shave today, Williams. Hi, Angela. Mrs. Chalmers. Williams Expert. So that means, oh, Diamond Dave is here. One of the greatest straight razor shavers in the world. And I'm not even joking. Williams Expert. So this is only people of my level of skill and above. Expert. It should say expert only, but we're going to try it. This was sent to me by, hey, Gordon, good to see you. This was sent to me by Oive Chapo, and we'll use it, and it smells kind of good. It smells like a nice blue scent. Hey, Frank from Wet Shaving and Stuff. That is WH, Wet Shaving and Stuff. Another excellent straight razor shaver who I have learned from and who I really like to watch. He is very, very efficient with his head shaves. See, I was gonna crisp, but I was about pizza stain on John's shirt, he said. Yeah, that wouldn't be a good look, would it? We got a little bit of the Williams Expert cream here. And has anybody ever used this? Williams Expert. Oh, Alec. Oh, I keep forgetting, Oive, that you're Alex K on YouTube. I'm sorry. So Alex K is Kaplan. I think it's how you say your last name. We're using his cream today. So sorry, Oive. Or Alex, if you prefer. I forgot it was you that was here. So, by the way, yeah, I'm going to do a head shave today. By the way, Oive is a paramedic. I think I might have called him an EMT in my video, but he is a paramedic, and that is a rung higher on the skill chart, or maybe two. I don't know. We're thankful for all those people who are first responders, obviously. Okay, let's set that aside. Hello, William. Good to see you. We're going to hit the dome with the Glen Helly Sea Mister. You all ever watch Glen Helly? His channel is just titled Glen Helly. Very simple. Anyway, who did I miss? JR. This thing is massive. I mean, relative to my head, it's quite large. I like it. It's pretty cool. Oh, there he is. Dude of Shaving, why has it been four days since you have a video up? What's going on with that? Hello, Joseph. Very good to see you, Joseph. The Williams comes in a glass bottle, 200 milliliters. Okay, cool. Let's hit it with another little bit of good stuff here, and then we shall lather it up. Hope everybody's doing well this evening, especially for you folks in Europe. Imagine it's 8, 9 o'clock, whatever. What time is it over there? Is it 9 o'clock p.m., 8 o'clock? I can't recall. I always forget. Thank you, Angela. I appreciate that. Angela, the matriarch of the... I've got lather explosion going here. Stuff going all over. 8 o'clock? Okay, so it's not too late. I got to make sure it's 9 in Sweden. Thanks, Frank. Appreciate that. I don't want to go so late that John falls asleep during the video. And he's been eating pizza, so he's got that sort of food high going on, and he might fall asleep. Never can tell. Working long hours, and when you come home, you're dead, says the dude of shame. I understand. I thought you were going to make a video the other day, and I was looking for it today, and I didn't see it. Wow, there's a lot of lather going on here. Good stuff. It smells good, too. This got a nice scent, I think. I have one that's blue, lighter blue, kind of like that. 2 days in a row, yeah. So Shave-a-thon, I try to do one for the East Coast and United States folks, and then I do another one the next day, typically for the folks in Europe, so it's not so late, because 8 p.m. here in the United States on the East Coast is quite late in Europe, and so we try to make sure everybody can chat and have a good time. Shave-a-thon is, for those of you who don't know, and I'm sure a lot of you do know, is like an encyclopedia of deals and trivia, and as it applies to shaving products. He knows a lot of stuff, and he can point you, hey Camacho, he can point you in the right direction a lot of times. Yeah, this Williams cream looks pretty good. I got one that's blue, kind of like this. How about nightly news, weather, and sports? When are we going to have sports again? I don't know. It's a good question. Has any sports started up in Europe yet, you guys and gals? Sorry, we want to be inclusive of everyone. Wickham's pre-shave soap works good, yeah. I like Wickham's shaving soaps as well. Shave Girl says she's missing the NBA. Yeah, I understand that. Would I ever do a head shave with a straight razor? Johan Solo is his new name, by the way, because he's a scoundrel like Han Solo of Star Wars. So it's Johan Solo. He has challenged me to do it with the shavette. I'll do it one of these times, but I'm not good enough yet. Johan Solo, don't forget that. Everybody gets a nickname. Eventually. The leaf is pretty good. You're missing the food court at Costco. We don't have Costco's here. This is, I live in a small area. We have Sam's Club, but no Costco. I would like to have a Costco. That would be pretty awesome, I would think. But we don't have it. We have to deal with Sam's, which is, it's not so bad. But honestly, I haven't been getting out that much. I've been trying to follow the rules and so on. I went fishing the other day and I was by myself, and so I didn't really encounter anybody except for the people that were driving on the road just above where I was fishing. They were, hey, shaver traditional. They were looking at me shaving going, what in the world is that crazy guy doing? I'm sure that's what they were thinking. They didn't say it, but when you see a guy with a tripod and a camera and, So Frank says they're starting soccer over in Sweden without the fans in the audience. So that's interesting. I wonder what the feel of those games will be without the audience. That'll be... Does the fish have COVID-19 antibodies? I don't know, but I rinse my razor in the river water with no fear. I know a lot of people were very afraid of stuff like that. But empty stadiums, Frank says. Yeah, that'd be awesome. Or actually, I mean, I don't mean awesome. It would be interesting to see the feel of those games when you watch them on television and there's no audience. You hear all that cheering and the roar. It'll be interesting to see without it. Of course, I'm not a follower of course, in America, we call it soccer. It's not a sport that I didn't grow up playing it, so I don't care for it that much, but it is a very big sport, obviously. And a lot of people really enjoy it. And so I'm sure people are going to be happy to get that back, you know, give them a little bit of their normal life back, because it's been a rough few months. I think in the United States we've lost maybe 112, maybe 115,000 people at this point. We've had a lot of people succumb to COVID-19, or at least, you know, that's what the media reports. So research the Hong Kong flu for 1968 and 70. 100,000 died in the U.S. Oh, wow. Shave-a-thon, there he is with facts. You know, he's like what Frank, what's the guy's name that always fact checks us? Alvin, how do you say his name? It's like E-I-V-A-V-I. I don't even know how he spells his name, but he always like corrects us when we get things wrong. I don't know how you say his name, but Shave-a-thon has a lot of information like that. John said he went shaving Monday and got some fish and chips. Presumably at a restaurant or something. So that's cool. Or maybe the store. I don't know. Are you calling what we call French fries chips? I think that's what you call chips, right? Is it French fries? What we call French fries? Potatoes? Is that pronounced I-win or you-win? Or how do you say that, Frank? I don't know. But anyway, he always has lots of good information. That gent. But I never know how to say those names. I've never seen that name before, actually. Good stuff here, this Williams. Oh, Shave Girl's a Knicks fan, eh? We call the fries chips. Okay. Gotcha. Yeah, that's what I thought, but I wasn't 100% sure. Frank says he will say the name in the next video, and that's great because I don't know how to pronounce that. And it's probably hard to spell out phonetically. Oh, what we call chips, you all call crisps. Okay, cool. Do I like sports? Yes, I do. I like football, typically college football these days, because I honestly, hey, Magic Mike, good to see you. I don't like sports with all the politics infused, so college football pretty much sticks to just sports, and I like that. That's just me. Hello, y'all. Magic Mike is here, and he does a lot of lives in the Rich Man group. He's a nice guy. He's got the soap coming out with Gigi, the dude of shaving, here pretty soon from Ginger's Garden. And Mike, tell us what the name of that is again, so people will be prepared. And when do you expect it? Actually, you can say what it smells like. You know, you can say anything you want about it, because people may want to give it a go. Hopefully, people will enjoy it. I'm going to get it. Hello, Alex. Good to see you. Yeah, this is the Chalmers time zone. Yeah, that's why I do it, because a lot of those folks, it's too late for them to catch the 8 p.m. And so we're just doing a head shave and killing two birds with one stone today, so we can just shave and chat, as it were. Did any of you check out the video I did last night when I was talking about the $15 the flat rate medium? You can fit 15 soaps in there, by the way. I just want to say that because that's in the title of this video. Yeah, let the masses know, Magic Mike. Ken, I saw your video last night. Keep working at it. You're going to get better. And you got Frank and Dave here, and they can help. They can help you a lot. They help me. I want to know who you're sending the 15 soaps. No one. I just put them in I put it in the box to show how many you can fit in the box. because Sneaky Pete uses flat rate medium when I bought 3 soaps, and I'm like, you don't need a flat rate medium for 3 soaps. It's ridiculous. But that's just me. Now, it's okay to be discouraged and upset. Just don't quit, because you will get better. I'm still on that, Chief. I'm still on that. Because this audience here is, it's more European time zone. I want them to know the $15 flat rate for 3 soaps. You can fit 15 soaps in there. But Ken, Frank, and Dave are really kind and excellent. And Maddie Lindholm and Kai. I mean, there's so many people who can help you. You're doing well, I think, personally. But you're not doing poorly at all, in my view. I need to get a little more moisture up here because I'm yapping and not paying attention. But anyway, keep it up, man. You're doing well. Anthony, hey Rick, it's good to see you again. Rick from Loose Screw Shaving here on YouTube. And of course, you all know that John Chalmers has a channel called John Shaves 101. And of course, you know that Sammy has Shave Girl as well. Any chance you'll be hiring a... No, I'm not going to do that shave-a-thon. I'm just doing some touching up here now. Feels good. So Magic Mike says the scent of their soap will be sour watermelon, and so on. Sorry, it's surprisingly difficult to shave and keep up with the comments at the same time, especially with my simple mind. But we do the best we can. Yeah, Ken, keep cracking. Thanks, Angela. Angela said she liked the outside shave. I appreciate that, Angela. Thank you very much. Let's see if I need to do any touching up. Maybe a little bit. We'll do some touching up, and I'll just pull some lather out of here and rub it on my head and the spots that I need to touch up, which is what I normally do. Very nice. Sorry, I missed some of the comments there. But I really appreciate everyone stopping by. Excited to watch your fishing shave light? Oh, yeah. Yeah, that was interesting because I had to hold the stuff in my hands, I didn't have anything to set things on. And so that made it a little bit awkward, but it was okay. Leaf works, I think, very well, Alex. Yeah, everybody gets discouraged sometimes. That cute little fish you caught. Yeah, they were mostly all little. I didn't catch any remarkable fish for sure. Let's hydrate a little bit here and just see if I can touch up any other spots during this head shave. I agree. William says the Leaf is a good head shaving razor. And it is. Just be careful because it can cut you. Thanks, Marion. I didn't see Marion that stopped it. No. I caught and release, dude. They were small. So I catch and release. Sometimes when I catch trout, if they're good size, we'll keep those and eat them, the same day. But the part where Chris fights the crocodile, yeah, that was tough. Or actually, there's a legend in that area called the Flatwoods Monster. Google it. In that same area where I'm fishing, there is a legend it's called the Flatwoods Monster. So you all can look that up. And anyone who's ever played that game Fallout 76 will know what I'm talking about if you've ever played that game. Because it was based from here in West Virginia, which is it's called Wild and Wonderful, and it is wild and wonderful. It's mostly woods and mountains and streams and so on. That's really all we have here. Okay, Silence of the Lambs. That's not that bad, Glenn. But I think Silence of the Lambs, the first part of it was supposed to be in Clay County, West Virginia. So it's not really that far from where I was fishing, to tell you the truth. The little fish, better in the hoagie. Gotcha. That's right, Shave 326. They did put the capital in the they did put the capital in the game. Let me rinse here real quick, or maybe I'll just spray some of this on here, and let me wipe my hands off first, and I'll just wipe it down. That'll be a little bit easier. Yeah, that was they took a lot of cities in West Virginia and put it in that game. Shave Girl got in trouble for repeating a story about the reservoir. Sorry, I'm rinsing here. Thanks, Rick, for stopping by the way. And sorry that I'm missing some comments. It's difficult to shave and keep up at the same time. I apologize for that. And I'm about finished here. You deer hunt in Oak Hill, West Virginia? Oh, where are you from, William? Where are you traveling from? I grew up in Beckley, which was not far from Oak Hill. It's like, 15 minutes, let's say. So you're familiar with the New River Gorge Bridge and all that kind of stuff. That's cool. So it looks like we've got a pretty good head shape here. It feels nice and smooth. The leaf did a great job. Then we'll be able to chat. Is anybody having an evening beverage? I'm using the very basic Blue Moon again. Oh, Golly Fest. So you're a whitewater rafter, 326. Yeah, today I have 3 blades in there today. Sometimes I use 2 because I've been testing to see how much difference it makes, and I'm not sure. I'm not sure how much difference it makes, to tell you the truth. Need a little more rinsing. Let me hit it with some witch hazel. If I can get my sprayer to work. There we go. And that's feeling good. Rub that in a little bit, and now we're good to go. I wish for a drink. So, Oy Vey is working. I'm going to have Pepsid and Malox on the rocks. Oh, stomach having problems, or indigestion, or acid, or something like that. Dude equals carnage. So if you've been using it ever on your legs, Sammy, Ken326 got the best sprayer on YouTube. Tim, hey Tim, it's good to see you. I am going to follow up with an aftershave that Oy Vey sent me that I don't know how to pronounce. How do you say that? If anybody knows. Malaysia? I have no idea. Something like that. Wolf Glass Offspring Shiraz for me. Oh, Frank says it's something similar to what I said. This is vetiver. Oy Vey. Alex K here sent this as well. It's a nice vetiver scent. Really nice, I think, at least. Let's see. Thank you for chatting with one another while I was shaving there. I appreciate that. That really helps. And I try to keep it. Now that I'm finished, I can keep it moving. A little better, I hope. Let's see. Am I good? Yeah, I think I'm good. Okay, so now what were we talking about? We were talking about the 15 soaps you can fit in a flat rate box. I'm sorry about that. Anyway, let's get back to it. Anyway, the drink is Blue Moon. Hey, Banaka, nice to see you. I hope you are doing well. Did anybody catch Sammy's live in the Rich Man group earlier? That was nice. She was checking out tobacco, and not everyone loves tobacco, so I was glad she didn't have a sour look on her face. The dude of shaving, we want to see a video stacked. He only had 2 beers, but it was 2 40-ounce beers. Yeah, that makes sense. That makes a lot of sense, actually. Generally, I have a beer or 2 when I do these lives, and that's about it. I don't drink a lot of beer, or really anything for that matter. I have a scotch on occasion. Blue Moon is a nice beer. Yeah, I like it. Thank you, Angela. The uppity folk look down on us basic people. when we buy just a regular beer, but I like it. I don't really like, some of the fancy pants beers, but that's just me. And I definitely don't like warm beer. Some people do. In fact, I heard Ken talking about Basic last night. There's nothing wrong with Basic. Sometimes it hits the spot. Of course, the Chief was going to make that sort of look where he's like, ugh, because I'm the Chief. I only use the best. This beer is 900 years old and aged in the bodies of my conquered foes. I like some IPA and some real ale. Yeah, I'm not an IPA person, personally. The dude of shaving should be making a video right now. Best. Buzz, are you buzzing right now? Sometimes I want a Big Mac, man. Yeah, sometimes you gotta just go basic, and then you'll appreciate the things you pay a lot more for, or maybe not. It's not always about how much you pay, as we say all the time. 7% plus, baby. So he's firing for effect, in other words. Bud is good enough for shave-a-thon. Yeah, whatever works. I really try not to crap on, other people's choices. That's just me. I try not to. The only thing I crap on is sending $3 and a $15 flat rate box. Now, you've been straight razor shave for a while. Do you prefer to DE? Yes, I prefer the feeling I'm getting of accomplishment right at this time. I'm going to catch a good video and make a buzz tonight. Okay. Oh, okay. Stand by for just 1 second. For those of you who didn't see this last night, that's 15 soaps. This is a flat rate medium box. That's how many soaps you can fit in a flat rate. 15. With room to spare and room for padding. Just so everybody knows. Anyway. I'm not sending that anywhere. I just put it anywhere because Pete sent me 3 soaps and charged $15, and I'm like, why? Cans of Schlitz. Yeah. Peter will probably never speak to me again after this. No, he'll be fine. He'll be fine. I saw today where Pete said he's sold 1,400 Kaizen soaps already. Both of the first release Kaizen. That's a lot. That's a lot. I mean, he's doing pretty well with the Kaizen for sure. Does Pete send stuff overseas? I can't recall if he's got any stock lists overseas. You all tell me. I would love to see some stock lists, stock some additional soap. I know they have like Sterling and a handful of others, but it'd be really nice if we had a couple of major stock lists in Europe. Oh, he does. Okay, that's excellent. I'm very glad to hear that. Do you have an order on the way? Okay, awesome. Wrong place, Poncho and Lefty's in Beckley, West Virginia. I know exactly where you're talking about, Poncho. Or excuse me, Mr. Dahl, I think it was. I love some of Bodum. My wife turned me on to it. Pete's making me a special soap. Don't tell anyone. That we will not tell anyone other than the 30 people that's on here right now. Are you going to be trying any of his new Kaizen scents? Yes. I ordered the peach and cognac the other day, so let's hope it's good. I expect it will be. You never know how you'll feel about a scent, though. You don't always love every single scent. So, if I like it, I say so. If I don't like it, I'll say so. And let's hope I don't get as swole as the Chief if it comes and I don't like it. He was doing it straight shoot style the other day. That was pretty good, I thought. We talked about that a little bit last night, and the flat rate medium. Have you been drinking more, Chris? No, this is the only beer I'll have all day, this one. I drank 2 last night. I don't really drink a lot. I don't really care for it that much. Like if I go to the beach, I'll drink while I'm on the beach. Beer, I like drinking beer on the beach, but I'll have a scotch on occasion. I'm not a huge drinker or imbiber of substance. You know, it's not my kind of thing. I'm high on life, as they say, and shaving soap, like Williams. This is one of those things that if this fell into the chief's den, he would recoil by it. He would be, ah, what is that? It's inexpensive. He'd be doing this number like trying to ward it off. Everyone says you don't drink anymore, but then again, you don't drink any less. That's true. I don't. I should say I don't drink alcohol a lot. Oh, you know, the chief totally would. He says that he wouldn't, but he'd be like, "Step away from me." He would be very afraid. Would be my. You got to stir. He's got one non-fancy pants soap, and he's like, I'm a member of the regular people club. That's good stuff. Hey, go Hobbs. Good to see you. John loves some cheap stuff. He gets it. Yeah, we're gonna send the chief some Williams and like a low-end boar brush and you know, a very low-cost razor and see how he fares with that. Arco works well. What are you gonna do? You don't just buy one sterling. That's true. Buying one sterling seems wrong to me. You should always double and triple up. And I'll tell you, you can buy like 19 sterlings and it won't cost you any more in shipping. So I like that. And some Barbasol aftershave, absolutely. Bulldog soap. I've seen you guys using that Bulldog soap. It is not well liked based on what I've seen so far. But, you know, I haven't tried that particular soap myself. We got to get some of the Swedish Witch over here in the U.S. Well, we might have to put together a group order. Frank does not like the bullfrog. He said utter crap. We might have to get. I think Gigi has some Swedish Witch. See, the chief hasn't even tried Arco. He won't like it. He's not going to like the scent. Because the scent is probably how he described that declaration soap the other day. It's like lemon pledge, so he's probably not going to like that. But it is like a $2 soap, so it's not a $22 soap. I want that witch soap too. Yeah, so Oive, we might have to arrange a special buy that we can then distribute here in the United States. The dude of shaving, what did you think? I don't remember. I saw your video, but I can't remember what you said. Scent sucks, performance is good though. You're talking about Arco, yeah. If he hasn't tried Arco, then Super Max Cream is out of the question. Yeah, Frank said Swedish Witch was the only soap he used for years, so it's got to be good, I would think. The Carve, I don't know what their shipping times are right now. It depends, I think I heard Jack say it depends on the plates and the options that you order as to how long it takes. Because, like, especially if you order one that's polished, somebody's hand polishing that thing, so it takes a while. Ken said 2 months for Chief. Shave 326 says he's been waiting a while. John says he's waiting on the Sterling unicorn milk. You know that the chief loves that chupacabra oil, the super blue emu. He loves the unicorn milk and the dragon tallow. So if a soap has those ingredients in it, unless it doesn't smell good or it's got a stupid name, in which case he gets whoa. Yeah, the chief is usually jumping through the screen with enthusiasm. Like he's got his soap and he's like, I am so happy. He's almost like a televangelist, you know. He is like jumping through the screen happy. This one smells pretty good. This is, Oive sent this one. This is vetiver, MDC. Smells pretty good. It smells kind of like the fine vetivers, I think. Is Dave still on here? Diamond Dave? I don't know if he is or not. Thanks, Gigi, for showing. I appreciate it. Clocking back in, Gigi said. So Gigi's still working. Thanks for rolling by. Gigi's having to work to afford all these products he's buying. He's having to work some extra overtime. No, I didn't blow the government stimulus check on a Wolfman. Maddie's soap is simple but cracking good. Yeah, most things he does seems to be pretty good. Dave is still there. That's excellent. Where do you get that witch soap from? You get it from the Swedish witch. That's where you get it. We'll have to ask. We can ask our Swedish friends and they can put us. I think her name is Sarah or something like that. I don't know how they say her name. We say it Sarah, but I think her name is, if I'm not mistaken. Frank will chime in on what her name is. Everybody in Europe seems to like it, so I'm sure it's good. There's almost, Chris Maiden the other day was really talking about how great he thought it was. So I'm sure it's good. If all these guys like it, it's bound to be good. Did John fall asleep already, I'm wondering? I'm concerned that John's already asleep on the couch, snoring, keeping everybody awake. The post-shave is sublime. Gordon said, so Gordon tried it too. That's cool. Yeah, I've seen Gordon use it on video, as a matter of fact. Jack got some? Okay. Switch. Look for it on Facebook, Frank says. So she's got a Facebook page. That's awesome. Shave Girls probably, she's laughing, so that means John is probably asleep and snoring already because it's what, 8:36 or something like that. She'll throw something. She'll throw something at John. Did you see John's video today? She isn't selling right now. Oh, okay. John's video was very cool. He used CAD today, and he was very excited. He was like chief level excited about the CAD. He pulled the top off, and he was like, guys, I'm telling you, this takes me back. It was very good. I like CAD too. I think it's a terrific scent. It is a great barbershop scent. It kind of reminds me of one of the Barbasol foams. Has a similar scent. Hey, Edgar, good to see you. John is still drinking wine. What kind of wine are you drinking, John? I'm sure it's not Mad Dog 2020. I don't know if you all have that over there. It's nasty. Sarah Lundstrom is the Swedish witch. I can still smell the cat. I can still smell the cat. Yeah, the cat is good stuff. It's one of my favorite. It's really a great scent. So I know why John likes it so much, because I like it a lot too. It's one of my favorite barbershop scents. He's drinking. So John is drinking Sammy's wine, and she made a face. But I'm not going to tell John that. It's a secret. Hey, George. Hello from Greece. Thank you, George, for showing up. I really appreciate it. Australian Red Shiraz called Wolf Bloss. I probably didn't say that right, but I do my best. Thanks, William. I appreciate it. Hope you do. Hope you have a good evening, I should say. Or actually, it's not even 4 o'clock here, so we still have the afternoon is still early here. So what are you all looking forward to that you have ordered that you have yet to receive? Because I'm interested to know what you have coming. I haven't really ordered I ordered some stuff from Pete and so on, but I don't have a ton of stuff on order right now, but I'm interested to know what you all have ordered that has yet to come in. I know the Chief has ordered some stuff that probably hasn't arrived because he's always ordering stuff, but I'm sure it's expensive. Oh, you took the Sebum plunge. Okay. And the new Tonka. I've never used the Sebum, but it's one of those things. If it's crazy, crazy expensive, it's like, usually I'm like, it's not worth it. Oh yeah, I remember Frank ordered the AP Shave Co brush and the Hawk version 3. Shipping takes forever now, international. At least it does getting things into the United States. Chief brought the new Declaration soap this morning. Wow. Chief, it's funny because I tried a few of those. I can't remember the name, the one they collaborate with, freaking $26. Woo! Alex ordered the Tim Fout Pouty Face soap. That's cool. That Chantilly or whatever it is, I've only tried a few of their scents, but I didn't actually like the scents. A lot of their scents aren't for me, but I haven't tried them all, but I tried 2 or 3 and I didn't like any of them. You know, like they were sent to me by different people, and maybe they were sending them to me because they didn't like them. But I've never been a big fan of their scents, but I haven't tried a ton of them. But when I got 3 and I didn't like any of them, I was like, it's kind of off limits because I don't really like their scents that much, or the ones I've tried anyway. So that's just me. But sometimes if you strike out 2 or 3 times with the same company, you're like, okay, I'm not. Yeah, you ordered the Pouty Face. That's cool. Yeah, I like St. Bart's. That's a good one. Piffed, not puffed, John says. So the chief has ordered a new Declaration soap, so I'm hoping he likes that one. Yeah, I don't. Honestly, sometimes I feel like some of the scents get overly complex, and there's a bunch of clashing stuff, and they don't meld well to my nose. But again, I've had people send me 3 different ones, and I didn't like any of them. But it's been a while. It's been probably a year since I've smelled the last one. The last one was horrible. It was not just bad; it was horrible. I can't remember what it was. I gave it away, but I just didn't care for it. And you know, you can't love everything, like I said. 88 Chestnut. I've been told about that one, so maybe I need to try that one. I'll have to try that one. Sometimes I like a straightforward, well, a lot of times I like scents that are, like this one here, this vetiver. This is a good scent. It's just sort of a straightforward, in my view, vetiver, and it's very, very good. But sometimes when the artisans try to get fancy, I think David Gonzalez put it best. You might like a ribeye and say a stuffed potato and green beans in their own, or you can have them all on your plate and eat from them, but you don't put them in a blender and mix them up at the same time and eat it as a mush together. And that's how some of those scents are sometimes, when they take a zillion notes and they put them together, and then it's like, blah. You know, that's the way I feel about it. Hey, Flash. Good to see you. Flash, this is a non-shaving, well, actually, this was a shaving video. I did shave the dome, Flash, with the leaf. Waiting on a new Clubman tequila teas, cognac heat, and sweet rum. Oh, that might be interesting. A shave-a-thon, do you put your aftershaves in glass bottles, or do you keep them in those plastic bottles? Because I recently bought some glass bottles to transfer my Clubman aftershaves in, because I think that plastic imparts a little odor into the aftershave, because the original Clubman that I have doesn't smell the way it smelled when I first got it, like 7-8 years ago. Glass. That's what I thought. I bought like 24 glass, they're like hot sauce bottles, and I'm going to pour my aftershaves. Oh, thanks, Flash. I'm going to pour my aftershaves that are in plastic bottles into these glass hot sauce bottles and see if that improves the scent. I've been told that some people hate lilac vegetal. I don't really care for it. But they took it out of the plastic and put it in the glass, and it smelled a lot better. So, you know, there is that. You'll notice that no perfume companies that are of quality put their fragrances in plastic bottles. So there must be something to plastic and yeah, there must be something to plastic and aftershaves and alcohol-based stuff, and maybe not jiving well. I'm not sure, but I'm going to try it and see. You can get 24 bottles on Amazon for like 15 bucks or something. Thank you, Joseph. I really appreciate it. Frank says decanting is a good idea. And so, let's see. That's Tim's question. Yeah, Banaka said that's a Tim question on the frag. I'm pretty sure he's told me before that people prefer glass. Favorite slant razor for me? I just like a simple old Merkur 37C. You know, you don't... So Shave-a-thon says Clubman uses a very cheap plastic, and so it's not good. So we'll see. Spider from the Shaving Cadre is an aftershave guy, and I asked him the other day about it, and he said sometimes even the ones you've had in the plastic bottle, if you transfer it to glass, it will actually improve over time. And so I'm hoping that will happen. I'm going to transfer the ones in plastic. And I might have to go out and buy some old vintage like Skin Bracer bottles and Aqua Velva bottles and use those instead of the plastic. But, you know, we'll see what happens. Thanks for stopping by again. I really appreciate it. Thanks, Golf is Life. I really appreciate it. And that's the only way I know to be is honest. We owe it to you, I think, to be honest. By the way, I'm going to go about 5 more minutes. And then we will wrap this one up. I want to keep everybody all night. I do appreciate everybody stopping by as always. It means a lot. I really appreciate it. Anybody else have any questions or comments, or you want to make a joke about John Shaves 101? We're always here for that because I like to hear all the John jokes. Order Old Spice Lime and Musk from India on eBay. Thank you, Shave-a-thon. Appreciate that. Frank, the bottles I got did come with it. I wouldn't call it a restrictor, but there is a thing that goes on top that makes the hole a little bit smaller. And what I do is just put my thumb over the bottle when I turn it upside down and control the flow with my thumb, and it works just fine, I find. It's what I do. It's what I do with like the PAA bottles. The PAA aftershaves have a vacuum type thing, but if you tilt them a little bit, it'll come clean out. But if you turn it all the way over, like this, they won't come out. It's called an orifice reducer, Shave-a-thon says. Angela is laughing at the John Shaves jokes. I like John. I'm not going to mention today's video when John talked about J-Lo. I'm not going to mention that in front of Angela. No, he didn't say anything bad. He was just joking around. Hey, Richard, good to see you. I hope you are safe. Let's see. Where did you find sales on the Astra Greens? A lot of times they're like $6-7 on Amazon, but they're on eBay also. Shave Girl says she's going to steal her dad's PAA. Let's see. Best synthetic brush for beginners. Honestly, I would go get one of these AP Shave Co. brushes. They're very inexpensive. They're very, very inexpensive. John says, shh. George List message. Message retracted. I didn't know you can do that. Yeah, Richard, it's definitely tough right now, but I'm glad you're doing well. Compare with the Razor Rock slant. The German 37 is just like the Merkur 37C as far as the head goes. Let's see. Angela says she knows what he's like. No worries. Hey, AM, good to see you. The Wonder Bar is a good slant too, yeah. Get the Astra SPs from Amazon. Shave-a-thon is always the one to ask if you're looking for deals. He's got terrific deals all the time, or he knows where they can be found, and he knows a lot of stuff about vintage wares, just like he was just telling us to get the Old Spice Lime from India on eBay. So he does that research. Yeah, thank you, Shave-a-thon. We always appreciate your knowledge. You come in here and drop some knowledge bombs on us, and it's very, very helpful. Or at least it is for me. I really appreciate it. Well, everyone, I want to thank you for joining me. I'm going to wrap this one up so you all can get back to your evening or afternoon, depending on where you are. I really appreciate you all stopping by for the live. I try not to do them too often. I do them every couple of weeks or so. And I really appreciate when you all stop by. It means a lot. I can't thank you enough. Shave-a-thon said he's going back to the blackhead extraction videos. Thank you very much. Shave Girl, the entire Chalmers family, and everyone else who's watching or stopped by. And of course, our boy Oive, Frank, Dave, everybody. I really appreciate it. Until next time, want to remind you, it's your shave, do it your way. And of course, God bless each and every one of you. I really appreciate it. Thank you, Angela. You guys have a great night.